What's going on, Arsenal fans? Welcome to another Arsenal transfer news. Before we get into the transfer news, I want to say kudos to Egypt. They played really well. They gave everything, and the goal that they disallowed that was scored by Egypt, I think that was the clear-cut goal. There was nothing wrong with that goal. They just chopped that off, and I don't know if they have like FIFA has an agenda for Messi to go to the final or win the World Cup again, but they will get to their Waterloo, as my grandma used to say. But now the round of 16 is done. We're going to the quarterfinal, and Thursday is going to be France v Morocco that will play. you know but that's that. Let's get back to our transfer news. And we've been linked with a lot of players, and also the first player I'm going to tell you about is Ezri Konsa. He's an Aston Villa defender. He's very good. He's currently in the US right now. It's out for the World Cup tournament. He's a Aston Villa player. He's 28. He's not a kid anymore, and he is like 6'2" or 6'3", around that. 1.83 meter. He's a center back. He can play the right at the cross of that defense. Left back, right back, center back. He can play all right there. His preferred foot is right, and also Aston Villa player. Is currently 60 million pound transfer market, contracted till June 2029. Newcastle are after him, Manchester United after him, and also Tottenham. Tottenham, I think they want to buy all the players, but it's not going to happen. The reason for this Ezri Konsa link is that Mosquera, you remember the blunder Mosquera made in that game in the Champions League that led to the penalty, and also eventually we lost that game. But yeah, he's I don't know. Mosquera is a very young player, and I think he just needs some time to get into the groove. This is his debut in the Champions League. There are some stuff that he needs to learn, and I think he will learn. He's a very good player. So, but let's see what will happen. And also, we are very heavily linked with Christian Kofane. According to Talksport, he's heavily linked with Arsenal. He's a Cameroonian international. He's 19 years of age. He is 1.89, which is like 6'3", center forward. Also, his preferred foot is a right-footed player. He plays for Bayer Leverkusen, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Newcastle are heavily linked with him. He transfer market is at 100 million euro, which is like 90 million pound. Contracted to Bayer Leverkusen June 30th, 2029. You all could remember he created a lot of problems for William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes in that defense. We linked with him before. He went cold. Now they are back in again for him, because Gabriel Jesus is about to leave he got 1 year left in his contract, and he's about to leave the club, with a host of other players that are about to leave the club. So let's keep an eye on this, and I really like him, and let's keep an eye on this and see what will happen. Another player we are linked with is Darío Osorio. He's Chile international, 22 years of age. I don't know how I did that age, but he's 22 years of age. He's 1.84 meter. He's like 6 foot, right winger. His preferred foot is left, so he can play in that left wing. Also, a lot of other clubs are interested in him. He's really good. He had a breakout season last season. Man United, Brighton, Benfica, and also Seville. They are also like linked with him, and his transfer market right now value is like 15 million euro. But I think if they're going to sell him to us, they will have to demand they will demand more money for him, because the Premier League, they know the Premier League got money, and they will demand like within the region of at least 30 million pounds. It's contracted to Midtjylland till June 2028. Let's keep an eye on this. If the deal with Christian Solis didn't go through, I think we'll try to get him as a backup, because I think we still need a top left winger to cover that wing, and we also need a midfielder. So at least we know they are still working, but Mikel Arteta say after we won the Premier League, he's going to reinvent himself, and also he wants to get all the players in early so that they get like fitted into the team. But with the World Cup right now, we cannot do that, and they cannot do that, because the World Cup will like distract a lot of transfers, and and a lot of players want to focus on the World Cup right now. Another player we link with is Illan Meslier. I don't know if I pronounced that name really well, but yeah, his name is Illan Meslier. It's a Fulham third goalkeeper. He didn't have a lot of time last season, so now he's trying to leave the club, and his contract is at the end point, and Arsenal want to bring him in. And you all remember last season we had Kepa Arrizabalaga on loan, so and his contract is almost up, and he got a lot of like other clubs in Spain and Italy that want to make him a first choice. He was the second choice goalkeeper at Arsenal, so he might leave at the end of before the season starts. So let's keep an eye on him. Also, let's keep an eye on Meslier. Leandro Trossard, he gave us a very good season. He came to the club last season. 2023. He helped us to win the Premier League. He's currently 31 years of age, and he's heavily linked with Besiktas. Terms, contract, everything has been agreed. It's going to cost Besiktas 15.2 million pounds. The total fee is going to be 17.1 million pounds, but it's going to be 1 point something in add-ons, and Trossard already agreed terms with Besiktas. So let's keep an eye on this. Soon we'll hear like Trossard is moved on to Besiktas. So which player do you think that we should sign? Leave your comments below. Please like, subscribe, and turn on your notification. And every time I drop a new video, you'll be the first person to get. Let's go, Gunners.